I know it's scary, but out here, we can be ourselves.
Talk to me a little bit about Maddie and how she can't understand why everyone doesn't just love her.
I know, because she begins as this character who's made to believe, I guess, that she's this horrible thing. And then she has to learn to kind of let go of that and be empowered by what's on the inside.
She's driven by this sense of family and this sense of belonging. I think that's so relatable to anyone on any level. So maybe talk a little bit about that drive behind her.
Yeah, well, I guess when she's not accepted in captivity and she feels misled and exploited by Chaz, her zoo owner, then she's really motivated to head back to her family in the Outback. But as she goes on, as she travels there, she realizes that actually her family are the partners she's journeyed with rather than where she's headed, which is very sweet. And she learns to kind of accept, other people. One of the themes of the movie is also not letting our differences tear us apart, which, for Maddie and Chaz, and Pretty Boy, rather, the little koala that's her kind of nemesis during the story, actually they learn that he's marginalized too as a pretty, character, while she's an ugly character, but actually they're both being seen for what's on the outside. And that moment where they kind of come together and really see each other for their differences is also pretty powerful.
One of the things I think that is so powerful is storytelling through whatever medium. You and I had chatted when you had your children's book come out. And so I love that you're also doing a film that the family can, rally around. For you, what does it mean to kind of help children be part of the fabric of their upbringing?
It's huge. It's this movie, particularly with all the different sort of core messages, to embrace our differences, to not judge a book by their cover, or to home is where the heart is. This is such a great talking points as moms, that we love the opportunities to be given content like this so that we can have those conversations in an organic way and not feel like we're kind of lecturing our little people. And so it's obviously just exciting as well to be able to sit down with your family and show them a movie that was so well received in our house. We've just been a year in Australia, so I think for everyone to sort of have this amazing memory of Australia, and then to see it animated and celebrated, and the colloquialisms and the humor and the Outback, and it was just a lot of fun.
It was fun to kind of also have a cultural experience through watching the film.
Yeah, and not to see the traditional characters like the kangaroo and the wombat and all the sort of cute and cuddly ones that we're kind of, we're celebrated for. The possum, instead the platypus. Instead, it's all the deadly, the characters that, are not really included normally.
Maddie's such a leader, and she just rises up and says, that she's going to make this happen. And the others, might be pushed a little bit outside of their comfort zone. For you, do you feel like you're a natural born leader, or do you get kind of that nudge to be pushed out of your comfort zone and then it turns into something that is better than you expected?
That's a really interesting question. And I have felt at different times in my life that I was potentially good in a leadership position, and then equally I found that I am not very good in a leadership position. So I don't have a definitive answer for that. I'm afraid you'd have to ask I don't know, my husband or my friends.